What's something a person has said to you that you just can't forget? When I was 12, my dad took me to a baseball game. We were having a great time, and I remember thinking how cool it was that he was spending time with me. I was the middle child, and my older brother was always getting into trouble, so my dad was usually busy with him. After the game, we were walking back to the car when a man came up to us. He looked rough, and I could tell he was homeless. He asked my dad for some money, and my dad gave him a few dollars. The man thanked him and then looked at me. He said, "You have a good dad. Make sure you listen to him." I remember feeling proud that this stranger could see what a great dad I had. We got in the car, and I told my dad how cool it was that the man said that. My dad just smiled and said, "Yeah, that was nice." A few years later, my dad passed away suddenly. I was devastated. At his funeral, I was sitting with my mom when a man came up to us. He looked familiar, but I couldn't place him. He told my mom how sorry he was for her loss and then looked at me. He said, "I don't know if you remember me, but your dad helped me out a few years ago. I was going through a tough time, and he gave me some money and some advice. He told me to get my life together for my son. I did, and now I have a good job and a nice place to live. I just wanted to thank you for sharing your dad with me." I was in shock. I realized that the man from the baseball game was him. I will never forget what he said to me that day.